Hey coaches, Coach Robin here. I'm one of the admins in PN certification group for students and grads, and today I have the great honor to interview Kaan. Is that right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Kaan is soon to be a level 2 grad and one of the winners in the ProCoach body transformation contest. His client Jonna won the women's transformation in the age bracket 35 to 95 years. Kaan, just tell us a bit about yourself and how you offer ProCoach in your business.
Definitely, as you just did introduce myself, I am Kaan. I am a fitness and nutrition coach out of an independent fitness club in Melbourne, Australia called Healthy Fit, as you can see from my t-shirt here. I have been a coach for several years, actually. I originally started coaching when I was about 10 or 11 as an assistant Taekwondo martial arts coach. Doing that for a few years, my passion sort of grew and I went into the strength and conditioning side of things and nutrition, hence why I'm here today. You asked how we use ProCoach in our system, in our business. Well, what we offer ProCoach as, the main curriculum in our 12-month nutrition coaching program. Our coaching program comes with 2 face-to-face monthly meetings, as well as ongoing support and guidance throughout, the 12 months. We offer this service as an optional add-on to our memberships, our personal training, our semi-private training and small group training programs. We actually also offer it as a standalone program to those who prefer that nutrition and lifestyle coaching side of the things only.
Okay.
So yeah,
Go ahead.
No, I was done.
Okay. So ProCoach, you use ProCoach as an add-on in your business because most of your clients you see face-to-face usually, and you train them in the gym. Right?
Yes, correct. So we see our clients either in a more of a personal training setting or more of a small group training setting. And I guess ProCoach is a good add-on for those who want that nutrition coaching or a lifestyle coaching, if you want to call it that.
Mm-hmm. And how important do you think is this regular check-in, these face-to-face contact with your clients?
I think that face-to-face contact is practically the glue to a client's success, because clients or even people in general want to interact with real people. You can, I guess, with clients, you can see results if you didn't have that. But if you really want to get the best out of people, I think you need to have that relationship, that connection with people. It's very important.
Yeah, for sure. And how did level 2 help you with connecting and communicating with your clients?
I guess level 2 gave me a helicopter view of everything. For me, I was more initially, before I even started level 2, was quite direct in respect to I was doing certain things one way. I learned something and I sort of incorporated that into my coaching. With level 2, I was able to learn to step back and take a helicopter view on people's lives. I get to see, different avenues of the way people live, the way people act, the way people think. I think it's been a huge benefit for me as a coach.
For sure. Maybe to give the coaches watching a little bit of a concrete example, can you tell us about your client a little bit more, about her story and how this helicopter view and these different perspectives helped you coaching her through this process?
Okay, so definitely. My client's name is Jonna. She first came to me, or Healthy Fit, wanting to really fix her diet and exercise habits. She's previously tried to make exercise and good nutrition part of her life, but wasn't really successful. She's tried things like the cabbage soup diet, Weight Watchers, low fat and low carb diets, just to name a few. None were successful, as she felt deprived most of the time. She was also a big emotional eater, which meant she ate pretty badly regularly. She was overweight. She had a sugar addiction. Her hormones were out of whack. She had cysts on her ovaries, back problems, and was on the verge of practically getting diabetes. In saying that, I guess Jonna really wants to make a difference. And it was, like I said, it was about more of her exercise and nutrition habits initially. I remember when she first came to me, she made this comment that has stuck with me for about the last 12 months. And I've got it here. I'll quickly read it out. She said something along the lines of, my body feels old, slow, and stiff. I'm in my early 40s, but I feel like a granny. I feel like I'm in a ditch and I cannot climb out of there on my own. I don't feel good in my own skin and I want to make a change. It was a very powerful comment, I believe.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess speaking to Jonna and getting to know her a bit more, I sort of found out that her biggest challenge was actually her mind. Her mind sort of controlled everything. What do I mean by that? Well, she never had confidence in herself. She always found the easy way out of things. She got into the habit of saying no to everyone and everything. She was her own worst enemy. So practically my goal as a coach was to change it from the inside first. And once I could do that, I could see some of the physical or outer changes happen. And doing level 2, I think I was able to gain those skills and that knowledge to do so. I was able to read between the lines and sort of understand her and her life rather than just, I guess, the weight or the health problems that she had from the physical side of things. I guess fast forward 12 months, if you look at her now, she's a completely different person. Like the old Jonna and the new Jonna, completely different. I guess forget about the physical side for a second. But I guess Jonna thinks positively now. She trusts her decisions, her abilities, and her newfound skills. With our coaching, we were able to get her to try new things, get her to put herself out there a lot more. And simple stuff like 12 months ago, she would never participate in, I guess, any running events. Over the last 12 months, me, Jonna, and a few of my other clients have all been part of like 3 or 4 fun runs. We're doing Tough Mudder here in Australia, in Melbourne, in about a month. She would never put her hands up for that. Now she's the first one, the very first. Her relationship with her family, so her husband and her daughter, have improved. She's making friends. She's actually going out and trying and meeting people. You know, like I said, completely different person. When I look back at the physical side of things, she's in a normal weight range. She's muscular. She's strong and flexible. Her cysts are gone and her hormones are working so well that her menstrual cycle is actually regular for the first time ever. Her risk of diabetes has disappeared and she no longer uses food to suppress her feelings. I guess Jonna has changed her life completely. I'm proud of her as a coach and her achievements. I think she's an inspiration to all, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. This story makes me speechless for a moment. So there are so many super interesting things. But for me, really, what stood out is the comment you made. She changed on the inside, and this led to changes outside. So the inner game for her changed dramatically.
Definitely.
Can you maybe pinpoint to a certain time or a certain moment where you felt like this was the shift for her?
Good question. Well, I guess for her, for us, even as working as a coach and a client, it all came down to when we were able to pinpoint why she was overweight, why she had her health issues. It sort of, I guess, came down to how it affected her and her family, even as, you know, her daughter, or even when she was growing up, some of the, what do you call them? I guess some of the things that she's gone through growing up has sort of impacted on some of the, once she was aware of these, it's like, it just clicked in her head. She knew what she was doing wasn't right, or wasn't good for her or her family. That's, I guess, when it sort of all fell into place. And I would have said maybe within the first 5 or 6 months of us coaching, really digging deep into why she was acting the way she was what sort of registered for her and worked.
Awesome. And I just grabbed a post-it here to write this down. So what you were able to do is to create awareness for maybe the inner conflicts and the deeper motivation of why she actually came to you and what she was trying to overcome. Is that about right? Yeah.
Definitely. So like, in other words, like we sort of worked on changing her attitude to things, like, and when I mean by that, stuff like her beliefs, her thinking patterns, or even her emotional reactions and mindset in general. And once we were able to sort of work out what those were, we were able to, I guess, adopt a strategy or a plan to improve them. I wouldn't say change, but improve. It's probably a better word to use.
And if you look back on all this improvement of her mindset, her attitude, and being able to really pinpoint the deeper motivation, do you think there's maybe one small thing coaches can take away today from this one small thing that they can implement tomorrow that will change the way they coach, that will level up their coaching? Do you have something small there?
Yeah, definitely. Really get to know your client, build that rapport and connection with them. Because if you can build that rapport and connection, your clients will, I guess, perform their best at all times. It's like selling something. You buy off the people you trust. Same idea. Your clients will respond better if they can trust and believe in you. So what I would say is build that rapport with your client.
Yeah. And this probably happens through this regular check-ins and face-to-face communication in your gym, where you always see them and have this, hey, how are you doing? What's going on? And you have these small moments of just paying attention and building this rapport.
Definitely. I think having that ongoing face-to-face interaction makes a huge difference. You know, sometimes all clients want to do is really be heard. That's all. And for us as coaches, our goal is to listen. And I think checking in regularly makes a huge difference in that aspect.
Oh, awesome. And I think that is such an important point that coaches can not only use on ProCoach, but in regular face-to-face coaching or in other online coaching situations as well.
Definitely.
Just have a certain schedule maybe or a ritual to check in with your clients, see where they're at and what is going through their mind.
Definitely. I definitely would say yes. I would say make time in your day to continuously check in with your clients. Even it takes 2 minutes just to ask them how their day is going. And that makes a big difference.
Yeah, for sure. And I use the same thing. So here in Germany, we use WhatsApp a lot, and it's just, I have a few seconds and then I can shoot a random message. Hey, how is it going? And I got the feedback a lot. You thought of me, and I remembered, oh yeah, there's Robin watching after me. Oh, I have to make maybe a better decision. And
Definitely.
Yeah, awesome. One last thing is there maybe one question I should have asked you, and then what might be the answer to this?
Good question. I guess, looking, I guess, with the client results, I would have thought you could have asked me something along the lines of, fast forward 12 to 18 months, do you think your client will successfully keep the weight off? Because we know, there's a lot of programs out there with, clients do 6 or 12-week programs, they lose the weight, they're happy, and then within 6 weeks again, they put all that weight on again. And in this case with Jonna, and with the, I guess, the skill set I have as the coach, I would say absolutely. Jonna has built a set of skills and habits that will stay with her for the rest of her life. And that's what I love best about this coaching program. You know, you're not just told what to do, you actually learn why you do certain things. And I'll give you a great example. One of the lessons is why you should eat slow. Rather than just telling us, our clients, why they should eat slow, they actually learn the benefits of it, or why they should or shouldn't eat carbohydrates within a diet. Learning that makes a big difference. You know, you're taught to sort of challenge the status quo and find strategies that actually fit into your lifestyle and your goals. You also learn so much about yourself, your actions, and your behaviors that you can carry a lot of that over to all aspects of your life, whether it's your private life, your work life, what relationships. It's definitely a benefit. So in other words, unlike many of those, I guess, fat loss and exercise programs, the habits you learn are long-term and sustainable. So yes, I think my clients who successfully complete this nutrition program will keep it off long-term.
Yeah. And that is actually one thing I continue to work on, and that might be one of the big milestones in my coaching is when I hit the 5-year mark with my first client, and to make a before and after picture after 4 years, how does she look like after 4 years? And that might be for me the biggest triumph, the biggest coaching moment.
Definitely, and I agree with that. And I think just to add to that, I think it's more than the physical side of things too. I like to also look at, you know, other things such, and this is where it comes down to the helicopter view of things, of stuff like how their relationships are going, how they feel about themselves, for example, is a big, I guess, point to check at the 4-year or 5-year mark. And that's what I guess level 2 has helped me to see in my coaching too.
Awesome. Kaan, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Any last words?
As I said before, if I can give away one tip with all of this is, you know, really build rapport with your clients, because it does make a big difference.
Yeah, for sure. 100% agree. Kaan, thank you so much. Have a great day. And hopefully we will see more of you in the ProCoach Facebook group and in the certification group.
Definitely. Thank you, Robin.
You're welcome. Bye.